back to Women Off-Road Warriors, where we talk Jeeps, dirt, and women who crush it behind the wheel. I'm April, and I've got my fierce co-drivers, Lilly and Chrissy, with me.
Hi. It's good to be back. And we're not just hitting the dirt. We've got a trailblazer with us. She's not only a two-time Artemis Rally champion, but she's also gearing up for the 2025 Rebelle Rally.
Super excited to be here.
We're so excited
Glad
to have you.
you. Before we get down to gears and grit, it's time for a little spill the tea.
Your cup. That is awesome.
Oh yeah, show us again.
Let me see that, girl.
Let me see it.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am. We need to talk. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's everybody been up to?
Well, watching and vicariously living through you, all of y'all's adventures, and like the one post you did too, April, with the waterfalls. I was like, I just need to be in that water. Like that looked so beautiful.
It was so pretty. Cold,
I really liked
but
it.
pretty. But it was warm enough to feel actually good. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's where the ladies took their showers for that one night. So
What a dream.
it was shower
That's
there or nowhere.
I love
wow.
mountain streams and waterfalls. Like it is my jam. I love me some wild water. Not the ocean though. What happens in there is none of my business.
No.
But the mountain
can agree.
streams are my jam. Yes.
Yes. Love
But
it.
yeah, it's been crazy busy between the Artemis Rally, driving from South Carolina to California and back again. And I moved Amber to Charleston the day before the Artemis Rally.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Yeah,
girl.
it's and yesterday was my birthday. So
Happy birthday.
I've
Happy birthday.
I've been all over the place. I actually was in Charlotte this morning, drove back just in time for the podcast, so had to go get some cheesecake
Of course.
from the Cheesecake Factory.
Daisy, how are you
Yeah.
feeling with your daughter moving out?
I miss her.
Yeah.
I
It's
bet.
She does FaceTime me, and even during the Artemis Rally, she was FaceTiming, checking on me and all the other ladies. So yeah, figuring out life without her here.
Yeah.
She'll be
Was
home.
she the only child?
She's
The
there.
last
No,
one?
she's one of three. So I have two older boys. She's the baby. So
Yeah.
she actually moved in with my middle son.
Okay.
So she's in good hands, luckily. But they're all
Yeah.
coming home this weekend to celebrate birthday.
That's nice. I
Eating.
love that.
That
Yes.
for you.
Cute.
I love
Lily,
being
how
an
about
empty
you?
nester, so I think you'll
Oh.
enjoy it.
Well,
She's like,
okay.
I got
But I mean, this last weekend we actually had a little bit of a break because I had my kids over and we went to the river, and it's finally nice and warm here.
We love that.
It's like, oh, it's beautiful. The summers here in Washington are the most amazing thing ever. By the time the summer gets here, I'm already done with Washington. I want to move out of here. I'm ready. I'm over it. And the summer gets here and it's so beautiful. Just it is perfect. The temperature, everything. There's no bugs either. So it's like amazing.
It's a novel concept.
nice.
I don't know what that life is like, but I bet no bugs is
Yeah.
nice.
no
Yeah.
I
bugs.
can't imagine.
How about you, Chrissy?
I mean, I don't really know. Oh, I got the Jeep back. We'll start
Well, that's a
there.
good thing. That's a
Nice.
plus.
Yeah, but I haven't had it since EJS. Like I left it at a Jeep Girl's house back in the beginning of April, like on our way back from Moab, for her to kind of like figure out my rear axle. That was all, y'all know the whole thing. So
Right.
it
Yeah.
drives without like a whole debacle of a shimmy now. I mean, I've still got my tire wobble, but that's understood with the tires that I have. Like I expect that
Yeah.
until they warm up, but it's not a death wobble by any means. So that's good. And then I washed her up because, well, she was dirty. And that was about it. Like it was a pretty laid back weekend for the most part. So I didn't have grandbabies or anything over because my daughter's got her dad in visiting. So he's actually in South Carolina. So they're hanging out with them. But usually they're there for the weekend. We just kind of had a lazy weekend and I'm really not upset about it.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be.
That's awesome.
I'm hoping to have a lazy weekend, sort of, this
Oh,
weekend.
you
So
need it.
You need one.
Yeah.
I need one. I need one. Even though all the kids will be home this weekend. So, but we'll see.
Yeah.
How about you, Daisy? Anything exciting outside of getting ready for the Rebelle?
Yeah, it's really, really busy. Rebelle planning and prepping, and I'm also working on getting certified with the IW4DA, so like that's full time, and I'm training with Mike, so I'm just going on.
That's fun. Lots of exciting things going on for you, most definitely.
And then like it's probably a little taboo on this particular podcast, but I am seriously toying around with the idea of going IFS, so might be working on a new build at the same time. So there's
That's
a lot going
interesting.
on. Yeah.
Oh.
Very cool.
Yeah, you'll have to give us some more info on that for sure.
So yeah, that will be a solid announcement. Don't you worry.
All right, right.
And I can blame it on the Rebelle if I'm being honest, because the rig we're running Rebelle in is a 4Runner, so I'm getting a lot of time behind the wheel on IFS, and I've always wheeled in a Jeep, so it's completely different, and I may be swayed.
Nice.
Oh,
I can't wait to see it here.
thank you.
And if I'm being honest,
Yes,
I
That's exciting.
I love
Yeah, did I
building.
see that your Jeep is for sale, or did I dream that?
Nope, you've seen that.
I did see that. Okay, I'm like, wait a
Okay.
minute. Yeah. Okay. Now putting the pieces together as we talk.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, this is women off-road warriors. You don't have to
That's
be in a
right.
Jeep by any
That is
means.
correct.
We support you no matter what, girl. We're here for
That's
that.
right.
We are here for
Bring it on.
And speaking of, let's get into Daisy's story. What makes you tick? What got you into the dirt? And what keeps you chasing checkpoints? How did you get into off-roading?
I guess I can blame my husband for that. We've built his Toyota over the course of the last 5 or 6 years, and we started out going to an event in Windrock, Tennessee, Oliver Springs, Tennessee. It was called ATR, which is Appalachian Toyota Roundup. And he had gone the first year without me, and then the second year I went with him, and he basically was like, so it's your turn to drive. And he put me in the driver's seat. I think it took about 5 seconds for me to be like, so this is cool.
Really?
So I came home right after that event. I came home. I had a 2015 Nissan Rogue, was fully paid off, and I sold it and bought a Subaru Crosstrek. And I also have an obsession with building rigs. I do all the work myself. We do it here at home. So I built the Crosstrek, put little baby BFGs and a little lift and skids, and we went out and played. But then I was like, it's not enough. So I immediately sold that and bought the Jeep, and I've been building it ever since. So it's 100% my husband's fault.
Listen, we'll take that. That's fine. That's fine.
That's awesome.
And he has a Jeep too, so
No,
yeah.
he has a Tacoma. So he has
That's right.
Yeah, Toyota Tacoma. But we've built it pretty good, and it goes everywhere that Jeep goes. So,
Double trouble.
Do you guys have a solid axle on it? Do you swap axles
Nope.
on it?
Nope, he's
okay.
still IFS. Yeah, he's
Okay.
running 35s. He's on a solid 2.5-inch lift, I believe, is what he's running now. So
Yeah.
but it goes everywhere the Jeep goes. It takes a little longer, a little different line,
Yeah.
but it does it.
That's
Yes.
all that matters.
Yeah.
That is all that
Yeah.
matters. So what was the first memory or moment that absolutely just hooked you for all of this?
It was, I don't know if you guys have heard of Potts Mountain Trail, Jeep Trail. It's in Virginia. It's Covington, Virginia, if I remember correctly. And that was the very first trail I did with my Jeep. It's kind of a big trail. It's more of a buggy trail than anything. We had gone up there. I hadn't had the Jeep but a couple months, so it was super, super new to me. And we had gone up there with the intention of probably taking the bypasses. But what turns out, the bypasses are still about waist high on me. So they're not exactly bypass, but we were in it, right? And I'm not the kind of girl that turns around and says not for me. So we got on through, and one of the first big obstacles we hit on that trail was the most scary / exciting moment I had ever had in my life. I was like, going into it, I fully had to place the trust into my spotter, and I was terrified. But once I got over it, I was like, we need to do it again.
Yeah, that was it. You were hooked.
That was my moment, was Potts Mountain Jeep Trail.
Love that, though. I love that. What about any early influences or mentors?
To keep going back to the same person here, and it's going to sound hella cheesy, okay? But, like, my husband is my biggest mentor. He's the reason I got into it. Anytime, honestly, he's the reason I started rallying. He's kind of just pushed me. It's like he sees something I don't see and then pushes me into it. And then when it's over, I'm like, dang, you were right again.
That's
for you,
awesome.
girl. Having a good supportive
Yeah.
husband is amazing. Like for him to be pushing you like that, good for you.
And lucky girl. And I guess if it comes to like influencers, Holly Fowler is a big one for
Yeah.
me. Like Mischief Maker is Moxie's spirit Jeep. To be honest, like I'm like that
Yeah.
would be perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I can see that. And he really is such a good support for you. I mean, I see y'all together at the events and you each just have each other's back. So he's always super encouraging and supportive, and it's nice to watch.
He's my biggest fan, even if he's
Yeah.
mildly delusional sometimes. Totally.
And he does his own cool media too on the sides as well. So
Yeah.
y'all are fun to watch together. I like the comical reels that sometimes you put out. Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, that one that you got with the canoe flip or whatever.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was
That
doing
just
pretty
took
good,
off.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Her
over
control
a million.
was impressive. I was like, girl,
Yeah.
okay,
I
see
mean,
you. Because she didn't
yeah.
flop back down. She like set herself
She's-
down.
She really did. 5 kids. That one's over a million now. So yeah, I was like,
Well,
girl,
we
I
know
got
what you
you.
have to do.
That's crazy.
We need some training from her, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
She's definitely got some strength. But
That's
yeah, so I guess let's talk Artemis to start, because you've got Artemis coming up. And well, I mean, you did Artemis won twice, and you've got Rebelle coming up. So yeah, talk Artemis.
So Artemis, I absolutely love Artemis. It's incredible. I had the time of my life both times. It kind of came about. My first rally was actually 24 hours URI, and I did that with my husband, and we took third place. And I had so much fun, and that was something John put on as well. Same person. And I remember talking to John and my husband afterward, and I was the only female competitor in that particular rally, and I was like,
Wow.
why aren't there more girls out here? So I got the idea. I'm like, I need to find another girl to run it with me next year so we can be the all-female team. And I reached out to Jillian at Apex Overland. She's an incredible powerhouse. That girl she's making moves, okay? She's an incredible woman. And she was like, yeah, I'll do it with you. So we ran 24 hours together, and we actually placed fourth place. And that was the first time we'd ever done anything together. I knew of her, she knew of me, but we hadn't had a lot of interaction. So it was definitely like a learning dynamic between the two of us. But I think we held our own. We did pretty good. So when Artemis came about, that was right after that year we ran 24 was when John presented the concept. And being who we are, both of us, and in the community and what we want for women in the community, we were like, yes, 1,000%, absolutely, let's do this, So we ran Artemis first year. She was driver and I was navigator first year, and we had a great time. I'm telling you, Artemis is for everyone. It literally is.
Yeah,
it's all encompassing. It's everything, and that's why I love it. Like there were things we both at that point in our life, we've been in this community for a while. We've been out. She builds rigs with her husband. They own a shop. She's been in overlanding forever, and I've been in off-roading with my husband, and we've been doing our thing. There were things that first year Artemis I had never done before. We get to flip a car. I've never flipped a car. What? That was awesome. The drive, like, it's not a whole lot of off-roading. There is some off-roading if you want to, but there's just so many other things. And there was canoes, and there was hiking, and there was car flips, and then there was a tire change. Girl, we were so humbled with that tire change. Let me just tell you, because that year was the Forerunner. We were running the Forerunner. It was on 35, and I was like, I'd never really taken my tire off, right? Like by myself.
Yeah.
It's just not something I had done. And then we get in there, and we were like the slowest team doing that tire change first year. But by the end of our turn, I was like, yes, we freaking did it, man. And then I found out we were the slowest team, right? So afterwards, I come home, and from that moment on, I rotate my own tires, period. I have been doing it ever since, and I run 37. I was like, Jill, we're going to change that tire, okay? And we're going to do the damn thing next year, so don't worry about that.
Love that. Love that.
But no, I honestly can't say enough good things about Artemis. It's really, really awesome. If you are even considering it, just do it. Just do it.
Well, and we ran it with you the first year, me and Amber. So
I loved seeing that mother-daughter dynamic. That was so fun.
When you say anyone can do it, anyone can do it. I mean, she was all of 17 and in the car navigating with me. I mean, no, we weren't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I don't know. To me, it's just about doing it, showing up, challenging yourself, learning things that you haven't done before, like the car flip, changing the tires, the Pro Eagle Jack, the anchor in the ground,
The pull pal.
the
I was
pull
like,
pal. Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? Because I don't know either.
it's more of a West Coast thing because out here we have trees to pull ourselves out of.
Yeah.
But a pull pal is a mechanism that's like it's like a shovel on a crane, and you dig it to the ground, and then you'll use that force to pull your vehicle out. So you
With
would
your
use
winch.
that like in the desert and places that you don't have that you can pull on trees and stuff.
Okay.
I never heard of it.
Cumbersome and
Yeah.
crazy.
I have been educated. Learned something
Yes,
new.
we did some crazy stuff. Amber broke a fingernail on that.
Oh my
No.
God.
So, I mean, total girls out there doing things that we had never done and, you know, just really challenging each other and just watching a women, you know, make moves and crush things that, I mean, like you say, the car flip. When he said we had to do the car flip, I looked at Amber and she looked at me like, what the actual what? And I don't even know where it came from and how we channeled it, but we flipped it.
That's right, you did. That's
know?
what you did.
All that matters.
So,
And then you walked
I
down there
mean,
talking about
yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I would definitely say, you know, not even thinking about going in to win it. I mean, yeah, go in and to win it if that's your thing, but at the same time, go in it to just challenge yourself and be like, I want to finish this. I want to learn some things. I want to meet some cool ladies. I want to be spoiled a little bit because he does spoil
And
you
he
as
does.
well. You know, we were talking earlier, you get little gifts before. They've got tents set up for you. You get, and when I say before, like each day, like they have things for
He
you.
feeds you twice a
He
day, and
feeds-
he gives you presents when you wake up in the morning. I mean,
Yeah, it's fun, and just the camaraderie. You make friends for life. Definitely, 100%. One of my favorite events, maybe my favorite event. So yes, my favorite event. I will just go ahead and say that.
You're making me think that
I
maybe I
know.
want to.
Yeah,
You're making me
just to
think about it.
experience it.
you have to do it. You have to do it.
Experience it
incredible
one
experience.
time.
Yeah.
One time.
It sounds like an
Learn something
amazing
about yourself.
experience.
You'll
It
have
really
a great
is.
time. You'll meet some incredible people, and you'll eat some delicious food on the trail. What do you
Yeah,
have to do?
Trail to Table is who provided the food. He sources a lot of his own foods. I mean, eggs from his chickens. He goes out and collects mushrooms. I mean, Chrissy, you would love this.
Yes.
You would absolutely.
And
I
he's a
mean,
great time too. He's just a
he
really awesome
makes
person.
his sauces from scratch. I mean, no, he is not going to the makes his own bread.
Oh,
He's not going to the grocery and, you know, buying a bottle of ketchup.
yes. This is,
I mean, when I
when you
say
said that, I'm like, well, I don't know if I could eat a lot of it. But now you're saying, and I'm like, okay, this actually,
No.
I could not. Like, I wouldn't have to starve. I could actually
No.
eat it too.
And they actually will ask you what your diet plan is, and they'll cater to that. So, like, we had a vegetarian there, and you know, if there are any allergies, or they really do cater. He's phenomenal.
It
Phenomenal.
sounds phenomenal. Like,
It's such
Yeah.
an
it really does.
Yeah,
I'll have
Yeah,
to see what
truly-
my schedule and my Jeep looks like next season. We'll see.
yeah, truly unique
Maybe I
experience.
meet you there, Chrissy.
Yes,
Yeah,
y'all could team up.
Mm-hmm.
we could.
Y'all could be
Yeah.
a team. You hear that, John? If you're listening,
It's a thought.
get on them. Get on them.
It's a thought.
Get on the
Yeah. And it's a thought. Lily and I out there, can you even imagine?
I would love it. It would be so much fun. It would be fun.
I can.
I can't. Like, I
I
can't.
feel like
And
more
that's
than
part of the problem, I think.
more than anything, we'll be having just a blast.
Yeah,
Yes, and that's the important part. That's the important part.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, go to have fun. So,
that's interesting.
I think that's
It's something to think about.
yeah.
It's something to think about.
So, you know, and here I'm like, go to have fun because I didn't obviously win. Daisy won. So, what does it take to actually win, Daisy?
I'm very competitive. Whenever, just like game on, right? Determination. We went into it the first year. We were like, we just want to do good. We want to finish this race being proud of ourselves. If that means winning, cool. But like, we never dreamed that we were going to win. There were some incredible ladies there, women that we knew from the industry that I was like, there's not a chance. We don't have a chance. So we're just going to go in here and we're going to give it what we got and just have a good time, like you said. So we were both incredibly surprised when we won the first year. And I don't guess I'm supposed to say that, right? It's not cool to be surprised about it. You're supposed to be like, yeah, of course I won. But no, we were like, what? Are you sure?
Yeah, when she says there were tops in the industry at, that rally, there were tops.
There were some big names in that one, so we didn't think we had a chance. But and then the second year, honestly, we wanted to defend our title, but we really just wanted to have a good time. So we swapped roles, right? So the first year she drove and I navigated in her 4Runner. The second year I drove and she navigated in my Jeep, and we were in my Jeep. So we really wanted to swap roles and challenge ourselves in that way. But I think all it takes to win is just determination. Going in there and not really letting things sit back. I think mostly because I talked to several of the girls this year that were competing, and some of them reached out to me and just asked for tips and strategy and stuff of that sort. And honestly, all of the girls, I told them all the same thing, which was whatever navigation you're choosing, know how it works. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Just
important.
Know how it works. And then number 2, give each other grace, because you're going to have a moment where you did something really silly and you're going to beat yourself up. I don't need to beat you up too. You know, like, I'm here to build you up. Like, there were times during the rally both years that it's like, I'd be like, Jill, did you eat today? Did you eat yet? You need some water? You know, and she would do the same thing for me. Or, you know, so I think giving each other grace and knowing your navigation system, the rest is just take it as it comes, you know, and don't let up.
That advice. That's really good advice. I like that.
I like it a lot. You too. Yes.
And she's right. Those are the most 2 important things. Your navigation and building each other up. And everything else will just, you know, if you know how to do something, fine. If you're learning how to work through it, fine. And if you have to walk away from something, that's fine too. And the nice thing about the Artemis Rally is most everything is optional. Yeah, if there's something you can't physically do, you don't have to do it. Okay, you can choose something else. Yes, you can choose something else. So, like, for instance, some ladies didn't want to go off-road. They chose to do a hike instead. Or, you know, vice versa with a different challenge. So if you come to having to change the tire and you're like, I can't lift these big old tires. Well, you don't have to do it. You can opt out of that event. So that's the nice thing about the Artemis Rally. You do what your body knows you can handle and what your vehicle knows it can handle. And it's just all about strategy, communication, getting along, determination, and that navigation is absolutely 100% key. I will say the second year, I didn't compete. I got to kind of watch and co-host with Pam Hall, and I got to watch the ladies run the race. The thing that stood out with Daisy and Jillian, they did not waste time. Holy moly. Like, if there was a stop, they were out and in before I could even get to them. I mean, really, they really were. It was just, they were so fast with in and out. They didn't, like, if it was take a picture, we're not going to stop and see how it looks. We're just snapping it.
It don't matter. It don't matter. I could have outside with my hair sticking up. I don't even care. Let's go.
Me and Amber over here was like, oh no, take another one.
No.
Take one.
We lost.
That would be me. Like, it's got to look good.
Same.
It's got to look good.
Us the second year. She tried following us on, I think it was the second day.
You can't follow y'all.
For photos. We lost her really quickly. And then the next day, somebody was like, hey, are y'all going to, like, we got to the store, which was a coordinate, and we were leaving, and they were like, are y'all going to follow that team? And I hear someone say, oh, you don't follow that team.
No. You don't follow that team.
We gave up. We all gave up. We're like, yeah, they're gone.
That's funny.
In and out. You won't even be able to capture them. So...
Dude, one of the parts of the art, because like I love challenging myself and growing, and the way that you do that is by getting uncomfortable, right? Getting in front of something you've never done and going into it. Let's see if we can do it. One of the challenges that stands out the most to me of the 2 years and was the Blindfold Midland Challenge.
Yes.
I am a control freak. Okay, like I'm not real good at, like, I'd rather just do it myself. Let me do it myself. But so I was the driver and I had to be blindfolded, and Jillian is outside of the vehicle on comms navigating me through a maze. That was the hardest part of the whole rally, both years.
That was so fun to watch though. The words coming out of everyone's mouth.
I can't even imagine. Y'all
And
don't want to hear
Jillian
me
is
trying to do that. I can tell you that right now.
That was fun.
Jillian's
Straight
notorious for
up.
not knowing left and right. Well, she knows it, but she'll tell you the opposite of what she means. So she wants me to go left, but she'll stay right. And
No,
she did a
dyslexia.
lot of that during the, and I was like, girl, just say driver. Just say driver.
Driver.
Yeah, I need driver passenger because
Yes.
I'm not
Passenger.
gonna. It's gonna take me too long to think about what you're trying to tell me. No.
Yeah.
I can't do left and right. I have to
No.
do driver
Me
passenger.
neither. I have
And
to.
I actually feel, I actually feel like
That's-
I will do really good on this because
That was the best, funnest challenge
No.
ever. They
No.
didn't do that one this year, but I hope they bring it back next year. That was
I remember there was one
That was-
point Jillian got jumbled up with her words and she knew what she wanted to tell me, but she couldn't say it, so she wasn't saying anything. I'm blindfolded. And I was like, Jill, honey, you gotta tell me what to do.
the audio from that. I could just, I should really set that audio just to random reels.
Yeah.
It would be hilarious. But I mean, literally, the drivers were blindfolded,
Yeah.
going through a maze
Thing.
with the passenger outside the vehicle,
What was the maze
telling
made
them
out of?
PVC
Dangerous.
pipes,
Shouldn't,
ropes. So,
hurt your vehicle already. It's like
but you,
PVC pipes and caution tape. So if you hit the pole, it doesn't do anything. You're barely moving, so it doesn't do anything to your rig, and you just get deducted points if you hit that pole or hit that pole on your way through. But it wasn't dangerous. It wasn't going to hurt.
it was
anyone.
safe. It was safe. So as long as the driver didn't just all of a sudden hit the gas wrong or
Zoom
something.
somewhere.
Some shit I did.
Yeah.
You know, I did choose where I stood during that.
You gotta
Good footing.
challenge.
Yeah.
We're not going to stand here.
What?
So you're getting ready to do the Rebelle as well. That's going to be a big thing because it's going to be a first time for you and Jillian, even though y'all have competed together in the Artemis. What do you think will separate Artemis from the Rebelle and preparing and getting ready for, I mean, really a very different rally? You're not, you actually have to go, even with the Artemis Rally, for the rally points, they watch your speed and monitor it. So if you go over 15 miles per hour, you're docked points.
And there's
So you really do have to watch. It's
like,
not,
is the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I definitely want to correct with, a rally and a race are way different.
So with Rebelle, honestly, I mean, I've never done Rebelle, and I have done Artemis twice. It's hard to say exactly what the differences will be. Artemis is definitely more of it's fun and challenging and exciting, that kind of. Rebelle, I feel like, is a lot more serious side of things. So I think some of that excitement will be more anxious than excitement, There are a lot of regulations, a lot of rules. There's a lot that goes into Rebelle. It's also 10 days versus the 3.5 that Artemis is. So it's twice the time. Little secret, I've never been to the West Coast. I've never seen a desert in my life.
Wow.
So that is a challenge in itself. I have wheeled out here, and I could drive through or over anything you put in front of me out here, but I've never done sand driving, so that's going to be a big adjustment for me. And not only am I going from out here to sand, I'm also going from a Jeep to a 4Runner. So there's a lot of hurdles I'm doing all at one time.
Yeah.
But the Rebelle, I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be an awesome experience, and I'm excited to be that uncomfortable. I guess sounds weird, but I am. I'm excited to be forced into that position where I can conquer and learn those things and come back better for it.
I can't wait to watch you. I'm completely excited to watch you.
Well,
I really feel like y'all are going to look.
You're not going to win this
You and Jillian are going to be ones to watch. I already know that.
We are a fierce team, but it's just because we're such a great team. We are so well balanced. She's an incredible navigator, and I'm a confident enough driver to be pretty good at it most of the time. Because confidence is a big part of the battle. You've got to trust yourself. You've got to know what your rig is capable and trust your rig. Because a lot of times I'll see people hold back because they're like, oh, my truck can't go over that. Your truck is 100% capable of going over that, and so are you.
Yeah.
Confidence is a big key to that, I think. But she's an incredible navigator. However, I will say, and that's our dynamic going into this, right? I'm driver, she's navigator, but we are training for both roles. So I am learning maps and plotting points and coordinates just as much as she is. And
That's
she's
smart.
driving and stuff too, because it's 10 days, man. If you're plotting points every single day and we're going nonstop, she gets overwhelmed one
tired.
day. Yeah, like she's like, I need a break. I can't even look at a map right now. I need to be able to take that and run with it so that we don't slow down or lose anything. So we're just a really good
Oh,
friends.
you are smart. Yeah, they are
That's the
smart to
first
do
time I've
that.
heard someone with that strategy,
Yeah.
actually. So that's
That's smart.
very smart.
When I say they're ones to watch, they're ones to watch. Lilly or Chrissy, just thinking about the different terrain she's going to have to drive in there, and y'all are kind of used to that terrain. Any tips for her?
You're either gonna love it or hate it.
Yeah.
Well,
The rocks are sticky, which is nice. That's a difference from East Coast for sure. I've wheeled East Coast as well. The rocks are way different out west. The sand for me, that still kicks my ass a little. So I don't know. Fast. Generally, like the faster you go, the better. I did notice that.
I remember you saying that.
In the dunes and stuff like that, the faster you go, the better. It's different than East Coast for sure. So just definitely prepare for the fact that the rig is gonna feel different there than it does on the East Coast trails for sure.
If you get stuck on the sand, which is gonna happen a lot, I'm not sure where are you gonna be, but I will suggest like never keep going forward. Back up, get out of there, take another line, go faster. Like if you go slow, you're gonna get stuck most of the time. Sometimes it's gonna be scary, but it also can be a lot of fun. Again, like there's like laws or traffic in the off-road community in an open area like that. Like when you're going up a hill, like always the person going up has a right. So that type of stuff. But yeah, I mean,
has Jillian driven in that terrain before?
Yes, actually, because she was gonna run Rebelle last year.
Okay.
She was gonna run it with her best friend. It's kind of been their goal for a very, very long time. They followed Rebelle from the start, and they wanted to do that together. I don't want to tell her story entirely, but her friend got sick, and they couldn't do it last year. And so then Jillian reached out to me and was like, if I can't do it with her, you're the only person I'm interested in doing it with. And so, but because they expected to do it last year, she had gone through lots of training. She went out and did a lot of the training they offer. So she spent a lot of time out there prepping for it. And so now she is like, I'm like a sponge, and she's just giving me all of that intel that she learned last year. And we are also going out in August for a meetup, and we're going to spend a weekend out there driving around in the desert and trying to get a feel for it. I know that there's a lot of throttle control involved, and you just don't break the don't break the crust kind of thing. And so we've been working on the skills that I know are needed. And then I've been working with Mike Morrison, because he's who I'm training with for the certification over at Morrison's Outdoor Adventure. And so I've been working a lot with him so I can get that muscle memory, right? Like you hit a dune and it goes this way. What is my reaction? Because I don't want to have to think about it in the moment. I want to do what, you know what I mean? So we've been doing everything that we can in this area to prepare for that. And she knows a lot of what's come, so it helps.
Do you like going fast?
I'm sorry?
Do you like going fast?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't love
See, I haven't driven in that terrain either, and I'm like, what do you mean go fast? Like, how fast are we going?
I know, like back here at home, we're doing. That's what Jillian was telling me. She was like, we've done the training, and here on trail, you're like 5 miles an hour at best. Like you're just following your way through. She was like, out there, you're doing like 20 to 25 miles an hour, and it feels like you're doing 100.
Yes,
because it feels so long from what your normal is,
It feels a lot faster than that when you're ripping through sand. Like it really does feel a ton faster than 20 or 25 when you're because for me it feels a little bit out of control, and I didn't like that.
Right.
So like, because when we were doing the dunes at Sand Hollow, I was like, this is not for me. It's just not for me.
I remember you saying that. That's why I asked. I was like,
I mean, but lots of people love it, but it would.
Yeah.
I'm just not that girl.
I think that's why Lilly said you either love it or you hate it.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see what you think of it. You'll like crush it regardless, whether you
will,
like it or not. But
this is your thing for sure.
Yeah, she's
it's what my life's like. So this is what
she is tough as they come. She's tough as nails.
Yeah.
She's got it.
If you're doing your two footing, like it's gonna help you a lot on the dunes because sometimes when you're going fast, then all of a sudden there's rocks.
Right.
There's rock and you have to brake and go slow on the rocks. So that's how I learn mostly doing my two footing, going fast
Yeah.
on terrain and there's rocks and then again go fast and then braking. So if you're practicing your two footing, that's gonna help you
I
a
double
lot.
pedal when I wheel anyway, just because I did learn with Toyotas, which means I'm a technical wheeler, just because that's how I learned. So I've always done that. But that's one thing that I kind of love about the 4Runner versus the Jeep is it is so much easier for throttle control with the 4Runner versus the Jeep. It's easier. It's just 100% easier to drive.
That's what it's made for.
Exactly. That's what it's made for. But yes, I do actively double pedal drive when I'm wheeling. So that's a pretty familiar technique.
Good.
What inspired you? And I know that, Jillian reached out, but what inspired you to want to do the Rebelle?
Her husband.
I knew it was, no, that's not the answer this time. I knew it was going to make me incredibly uncomfortable. I had no idea how to read a map, period. And I'd never driven in sand. So everything about it was something I had never done. And that made me want to do it.
That's awesome.
I want to, because I love learning. That's why I insisted on building my Jeep. I'd never worked on a car. So now if a bolt gets turned on that thing, it's turned by me. I've built that.
I like it.
And I've learned along that way. And then the rallies were the same. Artemis was the same way. Like I walked away from there knowing things that I didn't know when I got there. And that's always been my passion. So Rebelle offers yet again another giant opportunity to do that. And I want to be able to, first of all, I want to learn and grow. And I have always been very passionate about showing girls and chicks, we can do this, man. Like, I want to inspire other girls to come do this. Like, I don't know anything about it, and I'm going to do it. You can, too, kind of thing. That's always just kind of been my passion, and it was an opportunity to do that. I guess those are my...
Yeah, which is why we're here today, doing this podcast, is just to let other people know, hey, maybe I've never read learned to do a map that way, or I've never driven in sand, East Coast versus West Coast. Get out there and try it.
Yeah.
You don't have to you don't have to be a male, so to speak, to try that sort of thing.
No.
We have to stick together and be a voice for each other. So I really like that. As far as training and prep for the Rebelle, you shared a little bit, but what sort of training and prep would you say has really stood out that you've needed to do and learn?
First and foremost, I am huge on seat time. I think seat time is better than about anything you can get when it comes to being in a rig and doing these types of things. So we have prioritized seat time every opportunity that we can. We align our schedules, and we're getting together. Even if we're just driving through town, I'm going to drive, she's going to be there. We're working on our communication, and we're working on driving the vehicle. The other thing that we are very honed in on, the mapping, right? Learning how to do the maps, learning how to plot the coordinates. We FaceTime at least twice a week. It's usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're just chit-chatting and plotting points. We are making ourselves plot something every single night. Like while I'm cooking dinner, I'm plotting a point. There's been a map on my dinner table for 6 months. And it will continue to be there. So we're doing like seat time all the time. We're doing lots of map stuff. And then we get together and we go, it's UARI, right? So it's not what we're going to be in, but we get together in UARI and we have I'll have my husband or her husband throw some coordinates down and say, we kind of do like a mock day for the rally, just to test those skills and get together and just really just flexing the muscles that we're going to be using for those 10 days.
That's
and
awesome.
You got
to spend
as much time as you can together, right? It's just going to be me and her. There's no electronic devices. There's nobody else. Just me and her in that truck for 10 days. So I got to like her, right?
Ultimately, that would be the goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we talked about that. No electronic devices. So you can't have a phone for 10 days. Do they let you have, so the competition, is it 8 days or 10 days?
10 days.
Okay. And I guess just if there's an emergency, the rally itself has a phone and they can reach out.
a line that like
Have the
I
radios.
give to my husband before I leave. And so if there was an emergency at home, he would call that number and then they would reach out to me. But otherwise, there's no way to contact us. We won't be seeing our phones or talking to anybody for those days other than other girls in the Rebelle.
And even as far as collecting media, I think I saw that you can have a camera, but it has to be a specific
Yeah, it can't be
camera.
anything with a GPS in any way whatsoever. So it has to be like an old school, just one shot kind of camera. I think you can have GoPros. I'm not really sure.
Okay, that's what I was
There's
going to
a
ask if
whole
you could
book
collect
of
video.
rules, though. But yes, I
Okay.
actually have every intention of doing my very best, obviously without setting the competition aside because that's the priority. But
Right.
I have the every intention of getting as much content as possible because we document all the rallies on our channel, and this will be another.
So will you, I guess they will allow you to recharge batteries and that sort of thing at
I mean,
night. So,
whatever you bring, right? Like
okay.
we have to, we have spare parts in the Forerunner. We have to have tools. We have our personal belong, like our clothing and our hygiene products. And you can have batteries. We're carrying a fridge. So
Okay.
we'll have cold drinks and snacks and stuff. So you could whatever you want to put in your vehicle as long as it doesn't violate the rules, which is
Okay.
ultimately centered around GPS, really.
GPS.
And
That's kind of what
communication
yeah.
devices. You can't have either one of those.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I
It's a
don't
lot.
think
It's a
out of
lot that comes into play. Yeah.
that is like that's a lot. That's like so intense. It's like
It's
really
gonna be,
intense.
but I love watching it, but I'm really vested this year. There's several teams that I have my eye on for sure. So and there's a possibility that I might go after it next year and try it, but we'll
Whoa.
see. We'll see.
Go Daisy.
We'll see. But you never know. But let's talk about the rig. So
Okay.
what are you driving there? What prep do you have to do? To get it all ready for the Rebelle.
We're running Jillian's Forerunner. It's Apex Overland. If you look them up, you'll see all about that Forerunner. Thing is incredible. It's been a part of their family for a very long time, and they've built it very well. It's an incredible Forerunner. And we've spent some time, we're shedding weight, right? So we didn't want it to be heavy. And so we dropped the bumpers and put 2 bumpers on front and rear, and that saved a lot of weight. She's working on the suspension to make sure it can eat up those dunes pretty well. We've got lots of spare tires, so we're running 2 extras in the Forerunner, and then I think we are confirming if we can actually send a couple more backups to have there at the rally if we happen to need them. So spare tires and lots of traction boards. So, if we need to make a runway, we're ready, and shedding weight. So I unfortunately don't know all the delicious stats for the Forerunner. But she did have all of that.
We'll have to have her on for sure, and she can, go into detail about that. But, and not even just talking about her rig, but your personal rig. So share some of that you drive.
So I have a 07 JKU. She is my baby. She's a 4-inch zone off-road lift. I've got 2.0 reservoir Fox shocks, Adams drive shafts. I installed redhead steering and Terraflex front components. I've got fuel wheels, and I'm currently running Firestone MT2s. I'm running on 37s. Actually went to 37s after the first Artemis Rally because we won them.
Yeah.
So I don't put a lot of flashy on the outside. I've always put a lot of effort into the mechanics of the Jeep I wanted to run, and she does really well.
That's awesome.
Sounds like a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to pretend like she is. She doesn't stand up to you guys. Okay, y'all are all bigger than
Hey, if she's willing and handling her business, then she's standing up to what needs to be done.
She's got a beast too. She's underplaying
That's
it for
what
sure.
I'm saying. She clearly is out there handling her own, so she's definitely standing just fine.
Doing great.
She really is.
So I have a question. Sorry.
No,
I have a
go
question.
ahead.
So are you gonna be driving as well? How is that gonna work when you go to the Rebelle Rally?
So we're driving the Forerunner for the competition.
Yes.
When we drive out in August, we're going to drive the Forerunner out, and we're storing it with a friend. So that when we fly out for the competition, we'll fly out to that friend's house and then drive the Forerunner over to the competition. So my Jeep won't be involved whatsoever.
Yes. So during the competition, are you going to be driving as well, or she's going to be driving her Forerunner?
No, I'm driving her Forerunner. And
the whole time?
Navigating, yeah.
Okay.
But I do remember you all said you might swap off.
Right. Like
potentially if
if
someone
she
gets
gets
tired.
overwhelmed or has a bad day, then we'll be able to flop and she'll
Okay.
drive and I'll navigate. But it'll be in the Forerunner the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was my question.
So what advice would you give to someone who wants to either do the Artemis Rally or the Rebelle?
Do it. Do it.
Just do it.
You don't need to go into it with anything. I mean, I'm going into the Rebelle. The Rebelle is that's the biggest rally. Not just biggest all female. That is the biggest rally, period, in the States. I'm going into it with zero experience. I've ran rallies, but I don't know anything about maps. When I started this, I didn't know anything about maps. I didn't know anything about sand driving. I didn't know anything about IFS driving, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I just wanted to. So I went in, and you just go. You just do it. Same thing with Artemis. Like, you just do it. If you want to do it, do it. You deserve to do it. You're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
There's nothing to lose here. Well, you get into it and you find things that you don't know how to do. You try to do them. What happens if you don't succeed? Nothing. You got this awesome experience. You got to try something you never tried before. You got nothing to lose. Just do it.
That's
You
such
come
a
out of
great
it just
attitude to have.
yeah. And you come, even if you're in last place, which there's no last place in my mind doing either of those, because you come out of it feeling like a complete badass. Because you are doing some really, challenging things that you might have never done before. So, yeah, I definitely say go for it. So great advice. But this episode is powered by Jedco, the go-to brand for men and women who live loud, ride hard, and show up in style. From trail runs to coffee runs, Jedco's tees are soft, strong, and made for the dirt-loving crew. Grab an epic hat and mug as well. Rep your off-road lifestyle at jedco.com. Wear the dirt and own the road. So game time. This is one of my favorite
Me too.
I'm
parts.
always worried about what you're going to come out with.
Worried about it.
But what did Daisy
because I don't
design?
Yeah, I don't share the questions. So, rally, rapid fire. So we're gonna shift gears. What's your okay.
Oh, no.
The first question. Y'all just go ahead and take a sip. I'm just gonna say. Just
No.
Start drinking again, April.
we may need more than tea. I don't know. Okay.
No.
All right. What's your can't explain it, but I love to smell it?
No. Hold on.
Oh.
Tires.
That was mine. That's
Tire rubber. Yeah.
yeah. I do love the smell of tire rubber.
Yeah.
What is it about it?
Second
Yeah.
that, actually. Yeah, that's my answer, too.
Like,
You too, Daisy? What is it? Gear oil.
most people hate it, and I don't know, I love it because I love being in the shop. I love the opportunity to work on the vehicles, and that smell, it just ties to that for me. I don't know. I love it.
Smell gives me PTSD because it means something is wrong with the trail.
Right?
Yeah.
Something broke again.
Gear
There are
oil.
My diff leaking
There are
again.
Yeah.
times I don't want to smell it. Let me be honest.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like the time
You
I
gotta
ripped
know
my-
At
how
least
to
we know
fix
what it
it.
smells like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I have a little bit of PTSD about that.
After our last snack episode, I was really afraid of that question.
No.
This could go either way. Okay. Early bird or night owl?
Ugh, depends on the day of the month.
It does. It does. I feel like I still don't like to sleep in, even if I'm up late. I like to get up early because I feel like I'm wasting my day if I sleep in. Like, I don't like
Yeah,
it.
I
But I
hate
like
taking
to be up and be with the moon, too. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know?
You know,
I get
being
up
a
at
mom.
3:30 though in the morning.
You get up at 3:30?
I go
Wow.
to the gym before work, and I have to be at work at 6. So I get up pretty early. Inherently, I just
That's
like
awesome.
things. But I'm like you. I
That's
love the
awesome.
moon. I want to be out there and spend time with it. So it's a
Yep.
What time do you go to bed?
I'm usually in the bed by 9.
Yeah, that's a good routine.
Yeah,
That's
that's
I'm
a
a
good
night
one.
owl for sure.
It's
I'm definitely a
healthy.
night owl.
Yeah.
If time froze for 24 hours and you were the only one moving, what's the first thing you
No, I don't know, Daisy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
me that age.
I can't tell y'all that. I can't tell y'all mine.
Right? There's so many things.
Let me
Too
let me
long.
say it again and give you a little. If time froze for 24 hours and you were the only one moving, what's the first thing you'd do?
Bro, I'm just going to enjoy the silence. Mr. God.
Yes.
I think I'm just
Yes.
going to enjoy the silence for once. And I can't tell y'all the
Not
rest.
me. Not me.
And I can
Okay.
tell you the other side.
No.
And discover something that otherwise I wouldn't be able to. I don't know what that something is. It would totally be in the moment for me, but I want to know a secret.
My
Yeah.
secret.
Yeah.
I'm there with you. I'm there with
Yeah.
you. That
I
wasn't
wouldn't
my
know,
original
probably.
answer, but I'll go with that.
What's your original answer?
No, that'll have to be off camera.
Okay.
Coffee or energy drink before the start line?
Energy drink.
Coffee.
Coffee in the morning, and I go to Bloom by 11. So, yeah, energy drink or coffee. It depends too. Like if I'm at home, like some places I don't like coffee, so I'll go straight to energy drink. I don't know. It depends.
Okay.
I think it depends.
I have energy drinks, but they taste funny to me, so it's like I never finish them all. So it's like same with coffee. Now I'm finishing my coffee, but
Yeah.
before I used to take 2 sips and leave the whole coffee there, waste it.
Yeah, I think it depends on where I'm at. Like on it. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm picky about my stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm
Daisy,
home,
what are
I'm
you
gonna
going to do before the start line?
I agree. If I'm at home, like if home is the starting line, I'm gonna have coffee because I can make my coffee the way I want it. But anywhere else, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do an energy drink.
Yeah.
So at Rebelle, you're going to start with the energy drink?
Yeah, I already planned
Yeah.
to take a whole stash and put in that fridge. I can't be trusting these people with their coffee.
What's-
Okay.
What's the energy drink brand? What's good?
It used to be Adrenaline Shock. That was my favorite, but I can't really get a hold of that anymore. So I have recently started trying Ghost. They have some of my favorite flavors. So I love the
Cool.
peach. It's my favorite.
Might have to give that a try.
Ghost is good, and so is Bloom. The Bloom Raspberry Lemon is literally my obsession currently.
So yeah,
That's what we have
That
here in
sounds
the
good.
house.
Bloom?
try that one.
Yes.
It's a lot healthier for you too than a lot of the other
Yes.
energy drink stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check that one out too. Winch or traction boards?
Winch,
If you can only have one,
winch.
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 winch. Campfire chill or lights out early?
It
Campfire.
depends.
Yes, that's not a hard black or white answer
It's
for me.
not. It's not. It depends.
Chill's really nice, but then like my husband and I did a overland trip in January, I think. Yeah, it was December or January this past. And it was so cold that we just climbed up in the tent. I had a coloring book, girl. I just chilled in my tent with my coloring book.
That's a good
Didn't wanna
idea,
go campfire,
actually.
So
That's
it
a great
depends on
idea.
the emotion.
Yeah, I could definitely de-stress with that. Okay,
Yes.
pineapple on pizza, yes or get out?
Yes.
I do
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a
Same,
yes.
Ham, okay, because that's good.
That shit is good.
Okay, 2 more. What's your go-to dance move when no one's watching?
I can't
Dance move? I
You-
can't
You
say it.
can't
I
dance.
can't dance.
I don't know.
I saw you dance.
I saw you there.
Dance.
I saw you
Wait,
too,
that's
Chrissy.
a pork party.
I see you too, Chrissy.
She can dance. Ask
About
Earl.
that.
She can dance. I'd say the Carlton.
Oh my God. I have to see that.
Break dance.
I have to
Break
see that.
dance.
I dance all the time. I don't really care who's looking, so I don't have a go-to. I just do what feels good.
What
Go with
feels
it.
what feels right.
I like that.
You know what I love to do in the car is the Saturday Night Live classic.
Oh my God.
The guys in the We need to do that. We need to do it. That would be funny.
That would be. We need
That
to.
would be funny.
We need to.
Yeah. That would be so funny. We need to make
Oh my
that
God.
happen.
We have to. We absolutely have to.
If you watch, somebody else is going to do it now. If you
Yep.
opened a
No.
theme food truck, what would you serve? I would have guessed that for you. Lily be loving some tacos.
I was about to say, she gonna have some
I would
chamoy on
too.
something.
That works for me.
Yeah. I don't know. Man, I don't cook. So this is like not a Todd's the cook of the family. So I'm not serving
I'd have donuts.
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 donuts is
Coffee.
good. I don't know. I eat strawberries and peanut butter. I guess I could figure out some
That's perfect.
some of that for y'all. If something ever
That's
happens to that,
perfect.
man, I'm so shit out of luck. I'm gonna starve to death. I'm not even playing.
You're gonna starve and starve us.
like, I got nothing. I hate cooking. I hate it.
What about you, Daisy?
Paninis. I like a good toasted
Paninis?
sandwich, man. You
That's
can make anything
good.
out of a good sandwich and make everybody happy.
Yeah. I'll come to your food truck and Lily's.
Yep.
I'm going for tacos, so you come to Panini and I'm going to her.
No. I know I
I'm
make
gonna
two
throw some
things.
strawberries at you.
I know I make two things: baked spaghetti and a fried bologna sandwich. That's it.
You don't
I do like a fried
I
bologna
love it.
sandwich, actually.
Yeah.
Fried
All
bologna
right,
sandwich
but
is
I'll try
good.
fried bologna sandwiches. How's that?
Okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Potato chip.
Just plain bologna.
Plain bologna.
I like it. Lily, you want to bring us home?
Oh, sure. Let's go. I'm just like, da 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 da. Well, Daisy, it was really nice meeting you and get to know you more. You are a powerhouse. Thank you for hanging out with us today and sharing your rally wisdom. Can you share where we can find you so we can keep up with you?
So, first of all, thank you guys for having me. This was incredible. I had a great time. And if you would like to find me, I am on YouTube as Spartan Overland. That's our channel. That's where we document all the rally stuff. So if you wanted to see what Artemis is like firsthand, we have videos there already, and we'll have Rebelle videos coming soon, obviously. And then we are also on Instagram. Spartan Overland is on Instagram. And then my personal one is MoxieJKU.
Awesome,
I love it.
awesome. Well, you've officially inspired a whole bunch of women to chase dirt roads and dreams. Don't forget to like, follow, and leave us a review on YouTube, Apple, or Spotify. It helps more women hear all of our stories.
And to all our listeners, whether you're tuning in from the trail or the couch, remember it's not just about where you go, it's about the journey along the way. Bye, guys.
Bye.